Hi guys, it's Lang from beepollendiepills.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to buy bee pollen online. Look, if you're serious about buying high quality bee pollen online and getting the amazing benefits that this supplement has, and at the same time you want to save money, then you want to stick around and listen to what I have to say. Now, the most important thing about buying bee pollen online, or actually buying bee pollen in general, is you have to ask these three most important questions. Okay? And the first question that I have is, where does the company harvest their bee pollen? Where is the bee pollen sourced? What is the location? Which country? What city, or if it's near a city? And you want to know this information for one of a few reasons. First, the environment where the bee pollen is harvested is really important because bee pollen is a natural product. The environment that it is surrounded by determines its quality. So what do I mean by that? Well, for example, if you're buying apples or if you're buying corn and the field is completely polluted, the soil, let's say the soil is polluted with radioactive chemicals because there was an atom bomb that went off a few months ago. Hypothetically speaking, you wouldn't want to eat that apple or corn, would you? It's full of chemicals. It's the environment. And because bee pollen, like pollen, is in flowers, right? So it's even more so. So places that I wouldn't recommend buying from is if it was sourced from China, especially. Not only because of the environment of how it's very polluted over there, and the massive amounts of air pollution that they have right now because of it's a developing country, right? It's slowly becoming one of the greatest business economic powers, and one of the reasons is because they're building tons of factories and they're producing so much stuff that the byproduct is the environment. The environment's not as clean. Okay, and then another place that I wouldn't recommend is if the pollen is from near a city, or if it's near an industrialized country, for example, the United States. Most bee pollen in the States is I think it's contaminated because it's full of there's so like the States is basically a country that has lots of cars, and we also have lots of factories. We're manufacturing, so there's lots of pollutants in the air. And another thing is pesticides. Pesticides use on flowers is not going to work. Like for bee pollen, that is probably the worst thing that you could do to it. Like, it's great to help protect crops, but when it comes to pollen, you don't want pesticides in your pollen. And you want something that's healthy for you, not actually cause you to get sick, right? So that's why you need to ask the company, where do they harvest their bee pollen from? You should only buy bee pollen from areas that have virtually no pollution or don't have any high use of pesticides. Maybe it's not a large city population. One place that I can think of right now is New Zealand. They have bee pollen hives there. So that's one of the answers. Now, another question that you should ask is, what is the quality control standards that the company uses in the production of their bee pollen? And third question is, how long has the company been in business? Now, you're probably wondering, like, why so serious? What's the big deal? Just click online and click checkout, right? The first website that you find, and buy the bee pollen, right? So it's not just that easy. If you're serious about your health, then you should do your due diligence and find out everything about the product that you're going to buy and put into your body, because it's your body, you want it to be healthy. You don't want to take crap and then either you buy bee pollen from China that doesn't have the nutrients, and you're just taking it like as a placebo, and you're not getting the effects that you should be, or you buy a really crappy product and you actually get sick. You don't want that. You want to buy a high quality product that's good for you. And the environment is really important, which I've talked about already. So here, this is New Zealand, a picture of New Zealand. It's a great location. It's a great. There's not a lot of human population compared to the amount of space and environment. And also, New Zealand is an environmentally friendly country. What I mean by that is they preserve their environment. And if you don't remember, Lord of the Rings, the movies, were actually filmed in New Zealand because of the great landscape and this just wonderful natural beauty. So let's go back to what quality control standards does the company have for bee pollen? So knowing the manufacturing standards that the company uses is extremely important. You want a company that stands by their product, uses standards that are good. And one international standard that is recognized throughout the whole world is the GMP standard, which is the Good Manufacturing Practices. This is a standard which lays out the bare minimum for a company to have in order to be part of a GMP standard company. If you might remember from maybe a few years ago, China, well actually it was Mattel, the toy company from the U.S. What they do is they contract out to certain companies in China to produce their toys. Well, there was one big, huge incident where Mattel had to recall a whole bunch of toys because there was a lot of lead poisoning in the toys from the Chinese contracted company. Now, not all Chinese companies are like that, but especially for your health, I would not recommend buying from a Chinese company, from a Chinese sourced bee pollen company, because you just never know what's going to happen, right? You don't want uh, you know something bad in your body. And third question: how long has the company been in business? This is probably the second and most important question that you want to ask the company, especially if the company just sells bee pollen by itself without any other thing. Um, in the past few years, there's been more and more companies selling bee pollen. It's bee pollen's making a comeback into people's health and stuff, and more people are using it. So they spread the word that bee pollen's helpful. So companies are cashing in. People out there, instead of fly-by-night companies, what they do is they become a distributor for a Chinese company or even a U.S. company, right? And this U.S. company has like a backlog or a large supply of bee pollen. What sometimes some companies do, it's kind of scary actually, is they take the pollen, they take the low quality heat dried pollen that they have in their warehouse, and then they kind of mix it with new pollen. So you kind of get like a 50-50 bee pollen product. It's fine, but you're just not getting the most highest quality bee pollen. It may work for you. You might buy you probably have bought bee pollen from these companies, and the product works fine. You may notice a small amount of increase in your energy, in your health, but you could actually be getting more if you actually get a really good product. Now, yeah, that's it for buying bee pollen online. For more information about where to buy bee pollen online, or how to take bee pollen, visit my website at www.beepollendietpills.com. You can click on the link below in the description box, or you could like this video, subscribe. I'm going to be having more videos out in the future on different topics, not just bee pollen. They'll be about strength training, how to lead a healthier emotional life. Being healthy and fit is just not about your physical health. It's also about your emotional health, your health, your self-esteem. All those kind of issues that we have to deal with on a daily basis. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. It's actually kind of a long weekend here here for me. But thanks a lot, and be healthy and fit.